seemed to take issue with the fact that he may have had special treatment. She asked the state's attorney, why didn't you mention he's never had a valid license? She asked the defendant and the defense attorney, why was he allowed to attend his pre-sentencing investigation within
Tank, what happened? Why are you in a wheelchair?
Shit happen all the time. Shit be happening.
Hey, Mark,
I'm all right.
Wait,
No.
we got that fight coming up.
You gotta beat it, bro.
You got a fight coming up.
He's talking to me, dog.
You gotta beat it, bro.
Bro, Tank's talking to
No,
me.
he ain't talking to you.
He's talking to me right now, dog.
It started at Miami Airport when Gervonta, Tank, Davis sucker punched Jake Paul, shocking everyone. The drama continued outside the courthouse, where Jake slapped Tank across the face. That moment wasn't just personal, it sparked one of boxing's biggest crossover feuds in years, fueling the hype for Tank vs. Jake this November.
Here's the beef between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is an amazing boxer who is trained by Floyd Mayweather and has a great record. Jake Paul recently put Gervonta Davis on his hit list and saying he wants to box him soon. Gervonta Davis responded saying, "Jake Paul better leave me alone." Jake Paul responded trolling him and posting this picture calling Gervonta short. He then followed that up by this tweet saying Gervonta is not tall enough to ride the amusement park rides. And lastly, Jake uploaded this tweet of Gervonta jumping into a kiddie pool. It doesn't seem like Gervonta responded to Jake after all this trolling, but the beef is there and I wonder if they will ever fight. Y'all let me know in the comments who you think would win, Gervonta or Jake.
A few days ago at Miami International Airport, tensions flared. Tank Davis, coming through customs to meet lawyers about a federal investigation tied to his Dubai mansion raid, was confronted by Jake Paul.
How extra nice to get that girl off.
What's going on?
What's up, Floyd?
I can have what I want.
What you mean with the camera? Oh, you got camera too. So what you supposed to be? I'm just working, fam.
What happened? You're not tough anymore since your loss? What happened since your loss? Yo, we gonna bust him up, guys?
I told you before, put that
Yo, let's bust him up. Where you running?
Tensions escalated, security faltered, and a shouting match turned physical. Tank lunged, security intervened, but chaos spread through the terminal and went viral. Days later at the courthouse, the two faced off again. As Tank stepped out of his car, Jake moved to the barricade and slapped him, sending Tank stumbling and heightening the tension. Security stepped in to separate them. Tank was guided inside by his team, while Jake was escorted to his car. Behind the scenes, Tank's camp stayed tight-lipped, with his legal team issuing only a brief statement. No public comments yet, but nothing is off the table.
You give us your reaction to the sentence the judge just handed down.
Well, we're not exactly satisfied with a sentence of 90 days home detention. We believe that based on the severity of this incident, it doesn't seem to be much of a penalty to me.
The judge seemed to take issue with the fact that he may have...
Rumors suggest Tank might take legal action, or even fast-track a fight with Jake Paul. This isn't just about boxing, it's about dominance and pride. Jake Paul may lack elite skill, but when it comes to getting under an opponent's skin, he's unmatched.
With a lot of names: Gervonta Davis, Anthony Joshua, Badu Jack, Ryan Garcia, KSI, Tommy Fury. So there's a lot of people on the hit list, but Badu Jack excites me a lot, and I definitely want to become world champion. So going after Zerto or Badu sounds like a good game plan to me.
If you had your pick of the litter, in scale of 1, 2, and 3.
First is Gervonta, second is Anthony Joshua.
Today, Jake delivered his most potent psychological strike yet. Tank isn't backing down. In fact, it ignited a fuse that can't be extinguished. Sources inside his camp say he was furious, embarrassed, and laser-focused, already pushing for a November showdown.
What do you think of Jake?
Clown.
Yeah. He's a clown.
Would you look at it as a joke if someone, if your team was like, yo, we want you to fight Jake Paul? Would you be like, come on, man?
I laugh at him. Like, you want me to fight him?
You think it'll ever come to the point where you're going to mix into, I mean, you're obviously doing the real shit, but will it ever mix into the point where the money's big enough?
Yeah,
for
would you ever
to
do a
take-
fight like that?
I feel as though in my career I can't do that right now.
He wants Jake in the ring and revenge. No more Twitter battles or interviews, just gloves, fists, and whatever happens inside the ropes.
Oh, Lord. I'm sorry. I'm just in a silly, goofy mood.
The fight is real. Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis is confirmed for November. And after today, the stakes have never been higher.
Gervonta's going to fight Jake Paul in November. And then we'll see what happens if there's an AJ fight. Be interested to go from Gervonta Davis to Anthony Joshua, but I don't think the Chavez fight is terrible. I think it's a smart bit.
Originally, this was another crossover spectacle. Jake facing the smaller, faster elite boxer, Tank. A size mismatch on paper, but now it's personal. That slap turned a money fight into a grudge match, and both fighters know it.
Yeah, no, we're working on it behind the scenes to make that happen, and obviously that's a fight where the fans are going to win, and it's going to be the biggest event of the year.
What weight would you fight him at?
We're working on it, but it'd be an exhibition most likely.
Tank is the reigning knockout king of the lightweight division. At 135 pounds, he's dominated top fighters like Leo Santa Cruz, Ryan Garcia, and Rolando Romero.
Tank knows better than anyone how suddenly and violently a fight can end. His knockout of Leo Santa Cruz offers a lesson of what not to do against a power puncher.
That definitely was the best knockout. Cause he didn't wake up.
Yeah, he was the only person that didn't know how that fight ended.
Yeah, he felt right there, like damn that out the ring. He just threw the shot 3 times in a row, but it wasn't like on no it wasn't like faint or nothing. He just kept on it like. Why would you throw it 3 times? Yeah. 1, 2.
He's a force with devastating power and sharp ring intelligence.
Who were you gonna call out? What was the plan originally?
I think he was here. He came in my locker room.
Shakur Stevenson?
He wasn't in my locker room.
Jake Paul?
Next question.
Man, god damn, that's not the Gervonta I know.
But facing Jake Paul is uncharted territory. Jake walks around at 200 pounds and has faced heavyweights like Tommy Fury and legends like Mike Tyson. He's taller, broader, and hits with power that can drop bigger opponents.
Obviously, didn't materialize. Was the next one Tank?
Yeah, I mean, that was on the 1 yard line as well, but he has to rematch, Lamont Roach. He wants to get that back. And then we'll be back in discussions with Mr. Gervonta. But man, this is the nature of boxing. You have massive fights on the 1 yard line and things just fall through.
As you're watching, he was a gigantic favorite, and this is on the heels of the Canelo thing. Are you like, what the fuck is going on here?
I don't know, though, because I never really thought Tank was that good. It would just take the right fighter to pick him apart, to be honest. Someone who had high activity and wasn't afraid of his power. So I always saw so many holes in his game. So to me, it wasn't that surprising that someone finally gave him some good work.
If you do fight, what weight would it be at?
195.
Oh, wow. So he would go all the way from 40 to 95?
Yeah, I mean, it would be an exhibition.
Okay. And so what does that mean? Is that 3-minute rounds?
Yeah, 10 3-minute rounds.
And when you say exhibition, what are the restrictions on that?
No restrictions, just the fact that we couldn't actually get it professionally sanctioned.
Okay. Is that still of interest to you? If he wins the rematch and you beat Julio, is that of great interest to you later this year?
But Jake lacks technical skill, and Tank is counting on it. He aims to show that skill can overcome size.
Skill for skill, none of these guys can mess with me. Nobody. I feel like my skills is way better than Floyd. If I'm on my game. You feel? Well, yeah, I take that back. Probably hand in hand. But skill wise, nobody on TV that's fighting right now have more skills than me. Nobody. Like, talking about top to bottom list of fighters that's fighting on TV.
Speed, timing, and precision are Tank's true weapons. But Jake isn't inexperienced. He's trained for years, and after his July win over Mike Tyson, his confidence is at an all-time high.
I am looked at by these younger kids as, this is all we know.
Done.
As a boxer, he's the best.
That victory, love it or hate it, proved one thing. Jake Paul can take a punch and deliver one in return. Now, he's setting his sights on the most dangerous fighter under 140 pounds.
Was looking past Roach, and he wanted that Jake Paul fight, which I think Jake Paul would have beaten. Jake is way too big. Tank is 5'5", 135, soaking wet. Y'all think Tank is too small for 140. He ain't beating no heavyweight. I'm not joking. I don't think he would have hurt Jake. He would have to jump up to reach. I don't think he would have hurt him. I tell you this, it would have gone the distance, and people would have been laughing their asses off, and it wouldn't have been good for Tank's brand. I tell you that. That fight would have went the distance. Soon as 5'5" Tank is looking at a 6'2", 6'3" Jake Paul, y'all would be like, hold, wait a second. And Jake Paul be on spread out paws with that arm out and stepping back. And bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. But that's a cap. Fine. We'll never get to fight anyway. So we'll never.
Buzz is already circulating that the fight could take place in Las Vegas or Saudi Arabia, locations with the budget to match the hype. Major streaming platforms like Netflix, DAZN, and ESPN Plus are showing interest. This isn't just a fight, it's an event.
Do fight? What weight would it be at?
195. It would be an exhibition.
Okay, so it was going to be an exhibition, not sanctioned, but no restrictions. You could knock each other out and shit like that. It was going to be at a catch weight of 195 pounds, 10 rounds, 3 minutes. I've been trying to figure this out. Why was I a Tank hater for wanting to see Tank go up 5 pounds to get some smoke with like Teofimo Lopez or something? I just wanted to see him go up 5 pounds and fight Teofimo Lopez. And all of you were saying, you want Tank hurt, Showbiz. You a hater. You want him hurt. Then I'm convinced, okay, he's too small, but he can fight Jake at 195.
No belts, no rankings, just two men with something to prove, and one viral slap that pushed it over the edge.
Gervonta Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. Like, I'll be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
For Tank, this is bigger than Jake. It's about ending the circus and reclaiming boxing's respect. After weeks of media chaos, his Dubai mansion raid, deportation rumors, Calvin Ford drama, and now this, he knows all eyes are on him.
Going on between Calvin Ford and Gervonta Davis. Now, we all seen that knockdown in the 9th round, but what you probably didn't see is what happened after that in between rounds. Check this out. Coach Barry Hunter trained Tank for this fight with Lamont Roach, not Calvin Ford. A lot of people were saying that this performance has something to do with that. So, is something really going on between Calvin Ford and Tank Davis? Check out what Tank had to say.
No, I wasn't really paying attention to the crowd. You know what I mean? I was more so... It's something we gotta work on in the corner.
A win over Jake wouldn't just restore Tank's image, it would silence doubters, critics, trolls, and even boxing's elite who question his focus. But before facing Jake Paul, Tank has one more challenge, the Lamont Roach rematch, a fight that's personal.
What do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, that's a good question. It's going to be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder if that didn't get me the win. And I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not going to lie, I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gears?
100% for a fact. I think he might have some more gears, but I fought the best Gervonta that night. I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter. Hell of an IQ, great punching power, good speed, and a really good boxing ability. A lot of people underrate that. Don't think because of what I did, y'all think y'all can just go in there and think y'all can have the same night, you know what I'm saying, or do the same thing. He still will go upside your head and crack you, and you know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor. Everybody not built the same, and that's what people getting messed up. He did a whole lot of things that was good in that fight, a whole lot. And I'm telling you right now, if he wasn't as good of a fighter as he was, that would have been, you know what I'm saying? I would have steamrolled. Don't get that misconstrued. He's still the guy he is. Just he ran into a guy that's on the same level.
The first fight divided fans. Some saw it as a close win, while others saw it as a warning that Tank might be slipping.
Lamont, it was like he was there, but he wasn't like there for. Like when you watch all his other fights, you can see like his eyes just look different. When he walked into the ring with Lamont, it was just like, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, because you heard in the press conferences, he was just saying he was just real irritated. He didn't really seem like
he just felt like I think he just trained just to get by. I think he trained to just do 12 rounds. You know what I mean? The Tink that I know, the kid that you punch him in the face, he go crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or if I'm down on the scorecards, I'm gonna go out and go get it. I didn't see it that fight, and I understand it too. When us as fighters, when you get to a certain point in life, sometimes you just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
With the rematch set just weeks before the Jake Paul fight, the pressure on Tank is immense. 2 fights, 2 very different styles, and one mistake could derail everything. If Roach comes in sharper, smarter, and more relentless, and Tank underestimates him even slightly, November's momentum could collapse.
We was talking in like the 12th round, I think the 12th or 11th. We was talking, right? But he like, you ain't gonna win. I said, why not? What you talking about? He like, they ain't gonna give it to you. I said, oh, is that right? So, you know, that's how boxing work. It's sad to say, you know, that's how boxing work. I'm not like totally upset. I figured with a superstar, you won't get too much on paper. But I damn sure thought I had it. Especially when they announced the score for him. I was like, oh, they gonna give me a split decision win. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, oh, here it come. But as soon as I heard that 114, I was just like, damn, all right. So yeah, man, it's just crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It's okay. We gonna run it back.
But if Tank dominates Roach, the Jake Paul fight becomes the final chapter of a devastating comeback.
A good night for the sport. Didn't get what the decision I want, but we didn't get a loss either. So I felt like I won it the last couple rounds. So it's cool. Lamont is a great fighter. Hopefully I can get that rematch because I know what I can do in a fight.
Amid the chaos, from courtroom brawls to viral slaps, one man has returned, Floyd Mayweather. After years of tension and public back and forth, Floyd is officially siding with Tank Davis.
When is Gervonta Davis going to go somewhere in the pound for pound? Anui deserve to be in the pound for pound? Absolutely. Do Terrence Crawford deserve to be in the pound for pound? Absolutely. But what about Gervonta Tank Davis? I mean, he deserved to be somewhere also in the pound for pound.
Why don't they give him that credit?
Because he was affiliated with me.
In a recent interview, Mayweather said bluntly, "If Jake steps in the ring with a guy like Tank, it's going to be bad. Real bad. More than support, it's a warning." Having built Tank from the ground up and promoted him as an heir to the throne, Floyd knows Tank's capabilities, and his words carry serious weight.
He was a young kid, came up to me when he was a kid, wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, "You'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter." Years later, he was working with some people from our team because our team is huge. We got guys in DC, Baltimore, Philly, New York, all around. He won a few fights. I think he was like 8 or 9-0. I told him, in under 24 months, you'll be world champion. Made the right moves, put him in the right position. He's a multi-millionaire now.
Absolutely.
He was a kid that couldn't even buy a bus ticket. Now he's a
Jake may be fearless, but Tank is a fighter forged through pain, pressure, and punishment.
What I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of his competition. He was doing that a lot.
And he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of.
That's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and hit the bell to catch our upcoming content. Share your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned for the next one.